This is the Sales Gravy Podcast. I'm Jeb Blount, best-selling author of Fanatical Prospecting, Sales EQ, Objections, and Inked, and I'm here to help you fill up your pipeline, close bigger deals, and rock your commission check. The last time I came to you with a coronavirus talk was back in July, and we were talking about new possibilities, about how going through a crucible of adversity helps you lift the chains of limitations off of yourself so that you can see that really anything is possible if you choose a path or choose a goal. I come to you now in January. We're in the third wave of the coronavirus. And the truth is, I hadn't planned on doing any more coronavirus talks. I hadn't planned on doing any more impromptu, let's just have a conversation about what's going on. But I've noticed a big problem. Here we are, third wave. It's worse than the other waves. And the problem that I'm noticing is that people are wearing out, especially salespeople. And it's sometimes it's depression, sometimes it's just loneliness, sometimes it's, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this to be over, and we had a lot of hope going into the new year that it would be better. There's also all of the political and social issues that are happening around us. Those things have a tendency to tire us out, wear us out. We spend a lot of energy focusing on things that we can't control. And the net result is we just feel mentally and physically drained. I know because I've been there. My running into sort of the mental wall of worn out happened a little bit earlier. It was back in the fall when I realized that I was just running so hard that I wasn't taking care of myself. And frankly, I wasn't very happy. It's one of the reasons why you didn't get a lot of podcasts from me, because I was just working so hard on my business. And I needed to do something about it. As I'm interacting with salespeople, I'm noticing the same thing. It's impacting their jobs, impacting their ability to deal with other people and to work with their customers. So now may be the time to go look in the mirror and start thinking about making some changes so that you can be happier, you can be more productive, and you can get your job done. And I think it's okay to be honest about this too and just say, look, this has been really, really hard. And, wave after wave after wave, when your hope gets dashed that things are going to get better, when you can't go out and see your friends and spend time with your family or see your coworkers, all of that conspires in a way to put you in a situation where you just don't feel very good about life. And in sales, if you don't feel good about life, it's going to be really, really hard to feel good about sales, because in sales, you need a great deal of mental resilience because you get so much rejection, because the job is hard, and because especially during the coronavirus, when everybody's working at home, it's going to be harder to get in touch with people. So you have to work twice as hard to accomplish what you were doing before the virus hit us and the pandemic hit us. So it's incumbent on you to start thinking about what you need to do right now. And let me give you an example. So the other night ago, I came home. It had been a big day of training. I was just absolutely worn out. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay on the couch and eat something that was like comfort food, like, get a big piece of meatloaf or something. And instead, I forced myself to go exercise, just 30 minutes of exercise. And at the end of the day, I felt so much better. Like when I got done exercising, I was like, man, I needed to do this. But my mind was playing tricks on me. My mind was telling me to go sit on the couch, have a glass of wine, and eat something and veg out on TV. And I think that happens to us in these situations. So what I'm explaining to salespeople right now, and the purpose of this particular coronavirus talk, is that to succeed in sales in this environment, you have to have a great deal of intellectual acuity. So you need to turn all of your talent on, all of your smarts on in order to outwit your competitors. Well, mental acuity requires a great deal of physical stamina. So if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not eating right, if you're not exercising, if you're allowing those days when you just feel depressed and down to take you down with them, then it's going to be a lot harder to gain the physical stamina that you need. At the same time, because we're running into wall after wall after wall of pandemic, and we've got all these other issues that are crushing us, it's your mental resilience, your ability to maintain a positive mindset and belief system, that also is getting strained. So if we go back to physical stamina, though, that physical stamina is part of mental resilience. It's part of intellectual acuity. So, my message to you on this particular talk is go look in the mirror. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you drinking too much? Are you eating too much? Are you eating too much of the wrong things? Are you not getting enough exercise? Are you doing things, to your body that makes it harder for you to recover mentally? I just know from going back and, just a couple of months ago, that's exactly what I was doing. I didn't feel good. I didn't really look good. And I wasn't at my very best. And flip forward a couple of months with a real focus and discipline on taking care of my body, of my physical health. All of a sudden, I'm just a better place. I'm happier. I've got so much more energy. I feel much more equipped to handle the disappointments and the stress and the anxiety and not being able to see the people that I love. I feel better. And that's because I'm taking better care of myself. So that's my message. This is hard. It's tough. It's ugly. This third wave of the pandemic is incredible. It's overwhelming. And I wish it would go away, but right now it's not going to. And you're not going to get through this if you sacrifice your physical health in the process of dealing with everything that's happening around you. So stop right now. Start eating right. Start getting enough sleep. Sleep's going to be very important for you, and start getting enough exercise. Do that, and I promise you that you will get through this and put yourself in position to win on the other side. Hey, I'd love to know what you think about this podcast and what you're doing right now to maintain both your physical and your mental resilience. I've got a special way that you can connect with me and have a direct conversation. You can just send me a text message at 706-397-4599. That's 1-706-397-4599. Send me a text. Let me know what you think.